Danny Alvarez with Behind the Gloves in association with BUSR here with the greatest of all time announcing the fights, Mr. Buffer. How you doing, sir?
I'm well, thanks. How about you?
I'm delighted to be here. It's been a while, obviously, since we've had a fight in Vegas with thousands of fans in the crowd. Just your thoughts. Obviously, you were in Dallas a few weeks ago announcing that mega event, 73,000. Your thoughts on the state of boxing right now post-pandemic?
It's a reemergence of the fans being able to participate. As a fan myself, I love the roar of the crowd. You want to be there. I mean, even when you go to you go to YouTube and you look at something with Larry Holmes or Muhammad Ali, and to hear the crowd into it, and it means a lot to be a part of it and to see and feel that atmosphere, especially if you're there. It's pretty exciting.
I'm glad you mentioned some of the greats, Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali, because they got an opportunity which very few people in boxing get, to fight in some of these mega venues, these stadiums and such. And we're starting to see a lot of that more and more. Obviously, Canelo has fought at AT&T Stadium a few times. The Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, he fought, and we'll have Floyd Mayweather there fighting. To name, obviously, Teofimo, he's fighting in a baseball stadium. What are your thoughts on the mega events, the size of the events that is being put on in boxing, and now getting an entertainment aspect? We've seen it with Canelo's ring walks and Triller being involved as well. Just your thoughts on the next level of the entertainment in boxing?
Yeah, I like it. I like the atmosphere where, let's take Canelo's fight. That was a superstar. He really is just this superstar of boxing. And 73,126, that's a testament to his drawing power. Probably would have had a few more thousands of fans from the UK if travel restrictions hadn't been there. Billy Joe's a very good fighter, and this was a very good test for Canelo. So to have that big fight atmosphere in a stadium with 70 and 60,000 and 90,000 at Wembley when Klitschko fought Joshua. You have to have a great matchup, or you have to have that one star that everybody wants to see, a Muhammad Ali, when we've done fights in the UK before with I'm having a brain fart here.
Carl Froch did.
Oh yeah,
right.
Froch and Groves, we had 80,000. When my man from Manchester, the junior welterweight,
Ricky Hatton.
Ricky Hatton fought in the stadium in Manchester, 55,000.
Right.
Star power means
Absolutely.
a lot. A superstar can fight a so-so fighter and still bring him out. But the fans want to see those big matches, and I think that's what we're going to see moving forward.
Speaking of those big matches, obviously now we have Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas, and there's talks, obviously Wilder and Fury 3 is happening. There's talks of Allegiant Stadium being home to that. Also later in the summer, Pacquiao and Errol Spence, another fight being spoke about for Allegiant Stadium. What is your thoughts of that now here in Vegas? Because Vegas has always been the fight capital, but now we have a stadium that can fit those 60,000 plus fans.
It's going to take a spectacular fight and a good undercard to really fill that up. That's Vegas has had a lot of super fights, but they've never gone over that 25 and 30,000. I think they would have 30,000 at some of those fights in Caesars, 20, 30 years ago. But we have to see how that plays out. I mean, price those tickets so the average Joe can go see the fights. That'd be great. You want to be able to see your nephew up there in the nosebleed seats and having a good time. So
absolutely. And lastly, really quick, an exciting summer to look forward to. Obviously, it seems like things pretty much back open nationwide for the most part. Exciting lineup of fights. Even though it's an exhibition, Floyd Mayweather stepping in the ring, Teofimo Lopez in his fight. Like I said, Wilder Fury. Looks like we'll get Joshua Usyk, Spence Pacquiao.
Good lineup you're giving me there, man. That's pretty exciting.
Hopefully Canelo and Caleb Plant for undisputed at super middleweight. Yeah. Just talk to me about, this is a phenomenal lineup. Obviously, even more exciting because of the pandemic and not being able to have those fights. Talk to me about what you're excited to see this summer out of those great fights just listed.
Well, the one fight I was looking forward to, of course, was AJ and
Fury.
Tyson Fury. That's just not going to happen. I think Wilder and Fury is an interesting fight from a fan's point of view. If Wilder shows up and can get that right hand going, it could turn things around. That's up to him. Yeah, we got to wait and see what Canelo does. I think they're negotiating to have an undisputed champion at 168. That's exciting, and just everything you mentioned is what me as a fan I want to see. I mean, I might even be there for a few of them in the ring, but I'm sure as hell going to watch them no matter what.
Really quick, do you think that should AJ beat Usyk and should Fury beat Wilder, do you think that the Fury AJ fight does get made? Hopefully, maybe.
Yeah, it's a fight. It's a fight that has to be made. Remember, Mayweather and Pacquiao probably was 3 years past its prime time that we all would want to see them fight. It was a great event, spectacular event, but yeah, we want to see those two guys fight no matter what. Even if they didn't have titles right now, we want to see them fight.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Canelo and his star power. Who is the man that you feel right now, at super middleweight or not, has the best shot of beating Canelo?
Yeah, I have no answer for that. I'd have to sit down and like go over things, but I just I can't see anybody. I would say Plant probably would be the most qualified at this point.
Thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate it.